You know, ain't nothing you can do about a lot of this shit, right? So let's do something more cerebral. Because those of us who are going to be sifted through all of this stuff on the other side should probably know some things outside of the norm, you feel me? If you don't want to just know some stuff outside of the norm, at least be entertained. Anyway, there's a lot of people who've decided to go outside of their comfort zone and learn about astrology. Me being one of them, years and years ago. But one thing I think a lot of people don't talk about enough is the concept and idea of karmic debt. Okay. And it's not whether I believe or don't believe. That's not the point. A lot of the times, it's not the point of whether or not you should believe in something. Educate yourself about it and see if it has any kind of merit. And if it doesn't, toss it, but at least you know about it. You learned a new thing that could be either entertaining or fun or something that you can apply to yourself and see if it go there, if it don't go there. Okay? Okay. Now, I know a lot of people has been socialized to think certain things are evil, knowledge is evil, all kinds of... Listen, what is evil is being boxed into a controlled structure and not be allowed to stretch your legs mentally. Okay? And for fear of being harmed and hurt. It's like creating an animal their entire life and never letting them run around free. That's the same stuff. So let's get past that. Anyway, karmic debt. There are karmic debt calculators all over the internet. You just Google karmic debt and calculate it based on your birthday and year. And you'll figure out whether or not you have karmic debt. And if you do, see if any of that applies to the situations and the challenges in your life, or are there things that you can possibly apply to your life based on said information so that you can overcome some difficulties therein. Um, there are, I think, 4 or 5 karmic debt numbers, the highest being 19. I've met a few people in my life with a karmic debt of 19. People with karmic debt of 19, y'all tend to have the worst luck in life. And that's not because of just happenstance. It's based on several lifetime incarnations, the score, supposedly, that you have incurred a lot of debt. No different than a credit card, but it's lives. And at a certain point, you really have to make up for the damage you've wrought onto yourself and others. And in doing so, you create a path to a more enriched and joyful life. Okay? And when I tell you you have paths and people that come into your path, they're literally going to give you the absolute answers to the problems on the test, or at least show you the way to find them. But here's the problem I have the people who have karmic debt from 19 all the way down to 13. Okay? The problem I have with people who have karmic debt is that a lot of them, they get to a point where they actually absolutely can wipe their slate clean, and they zig when it should zag. And that's why they say it's trapped in all this shit. Maybe listen to reason. Maybe listen to reason. And sometimes that reason comes from a voice that is unexpected. But if you stick to the rivers and lakes that you used to, you got the same result, hitting your head against the wall. That's just something I wanted to drop on you. Anyway, you loved.